Welcome, adventurers, to the incredible world of plants. Today, we're trekking deep into the tropical regions of the Americas, especially the lush Amazon rainforest, to find a tree that acts like something out of a secret agent movie. This isn't just any ordinary tree, it's the sandbox tree, known scientifically as Hura crepitans, but it has a much more exciting nickname, the Dynamite tree. This name perfectly captures its most famous and startling feature, which we will explore. It belongs to a big plant family called the spurge family, which also includes more familiar plants like the poinsettia and the rubber tree. But this particular member is armed with some serious defenses that make it one of the most dangerous trees on the planet. Why is this tree so special, you ask? Well, imagine a plant that has mastered the art of self-defense in not just one, but three spectacular ways. The sandbox tree has developed an incredible set of features to protect itself and to ensure its future generations can thrive. It has been introduced to other tropical places around the world, like Tanzania in Africa, where it was brought over to provide shade. However, its unique survival skills are so effective that it has become an invasive species in some areas, spreading rapidly and outcompeting local plants. Its ability to survive and spread is a testament to its powerful and unique natural design, making it a true marvel of the plant kingdom. This tree looks like it came straight from a fantasy novel. Its trunk is covered in an intimidating armor of sharp, cone-shaped spikes. These spikes are about an inch long and make it absolutely impossible for any animal or human to climb it. In some cases, the spikes are so densely packed together that their bases touch, creating a solid, impenetrable wall of thorns that warns everyone to keep their distance. It's a clear message from nature that says, "Do not touch." This physical barrier is just the first line of defense for a tree that is truly armed to the teeth, or rather to the bark, protecting it from herbivores looking for a meal or any other potential threats. The sandbox tree, also called possum wood or monkey's dinner bell, is a fascinating example of how plants evolve to survive in competitive environments. Its entire being is a collection of survival strategies that are both brilliant and incredibly dangerous. From its explosive fruit to its poisonous sap and spiky armor, every part of the tree has a purpose. As we journey deeper into the secrets of this explosive marvel, you'll see why it has earned its fearsome reputation. It's a living, breathing testament to the wild and sometimes dangerous creativity of the natural world, a plant that demands respect and a very safe distance from all who encounter it in its native jungle home. The dynamite tree is famous for being dangerous, and it truly lives up to its reputation with three major defense mechanisms. The first and most well-known danger comes from its fruit. These small, pumpkin-shaped fruits are ticking time bombs. As they ripen and dry out in the hot sun, pressure builds up inside until they explode with a loud bang that sounds like a pistol shot. This explosion is incredibly powerful, sending pieces of the fruit and its seeds flying in all directions. You definitely wouldn't want to be standing anywhere near the tree when this happens, as the shrapnel can be quite dangerous to anyone or anything in the vicinity. The second danger is impossible to miss if you get close to the tree. As we've mentioned, the trunk and branches are covered in sharp, conical spikes. These aren't just little thorns, they are formidable, woody spikes that act like a suit of armor. They make the tree look very intimidating, and for good reason. This spiky defense effectively stops animals from climbing the tree to eat its leaves or fruit. It's a very clear and painful warning to stay away. For any creature that might think about trying to climb it, the experience would be incredibly painful and likely impossible, making this one of the most well-protected trees in the entire forest. The third danger is a hidden one, flowing just beneath the bark. The sandbox tree produces a milky, poisonous sap that is toxic. If this sap gets on your skin, it can cause a severe and painful red rash. Even more frightening, if it happens to splash into your eyes, it can cause temporary blindness. This toxic sap is found in every part of the tree, including the leaves and the fruit. Ingesting any part of the tree, especially the fruit, is extremely dangerous for both humans and animals, leading to severe symptoms like vomiting and cramps. This chemical weapon is a powerful deterrent against anything that might try to take a bite. Together, these three dangers, the exploding fruit, the spiky bark, and the poisonous sap, make the sandbox tree a true triple threat. It's a plant that has evolved to be left alone, using a combination of physical barriers, chemical warfare, and even explosive force to ensure its survival. Each defense mechanism is impressive on its own, but having all three makes this tree one of the most formidable plants you could ever encounter. It's a perfect example of how nature can be both beautiful and incredibly dangerous, reminding us to always admire wildlife from a safe and respectful distance. The most amazing thing about the dynamite tree is how it spreads its seeds. This isn't a gentle process where seeds fall to the ground or are carried by the wind. Instead, the tree uses a method called explosive dehiscence, which is just a scientific way of saying its fruit bursts open with incredible force. The fruit, which looks like a miniature pumpkin, is made up of about 15 sections, each containing a flat, disc-shaped seed. As the fruit sits in the sun, it slowly loses moisture. When it becomes dry enough, the different sections split apart violently, creating the loud bang that gives the tree its name. This explosion is no small pop, it is a powerful blast that can send the seeds flying at astonishing speeds. Scientists have measured the seeds traveling at up to 150 miles per hour, or 240 kilometers per hour. To put that into perspective, that's much faster than the fastest baseball pitch ever thrown. These super-fast seeds can travel a great distance from the parent tree, sometimes landing as far as 148 feet, or 45 meters, away. This incredible dispersal method ensures that the new seedlings won't have to compete with their parent tree for sunlight, water, and nutrients, giving them a much better chance of survival. This explosive mechanism is highly reliable because it doesn't depend on animals to eat the fruit and spread the seeds, nor does it need wind to carry them. The tree takes matters into its own hands, or rather, its own fruit. The process is triggered by environmental conditions, specifically heat and dryness. This is why the explosions typically happen during the day when the sun is out and not on damp days or during the night. The tree has perfected its timing to ensure the conditions are just right for a successful launch, maximizing the distance and spread of its future offspring in a truly spectacular fashion. This method of seed dispersal is what makes the sandbox tree so successful at colonizing new areas. By flinging its seeds far and wide, it can quickly spread throughout a forest. It's a powerful survival strategy that showcases the incredible ingenuity of nature. The explosive fruit is not just a danger, it is a brilliantly effective way for the tree to continue its legacy. This explosive marvel demonstrates that even in the quiet world of plants, there can be moments of shocking power and speed, all in the service of survival and the continuation of the species. Despite being one of the most dangerous trees in the world, humans have found some surprisingly creative and useful ways to interact with the sandbox tree throughout history. One of its earliest and most practical uses is actually the source of its name. Before blotting paper became common in the mid-1800s, people needed a way to deal with excess ink when writing with quills. The unripe whole fruit capsules of the sandbox tree were hollowed out and filled with fine sand. This little sandbox could then be used to blot wet ink on documents, making it a common item on writing desks long ago. Indigenous cultures, particularly the Carib peoples of the Caribbean, found a much more dangerous use for the tree's toxic properties. They learned how to carefully extract the poisonous milky sap and use it to coat the tips of their hunting darts. This poison would make their hunting much more effective, as it could quickly incapacitate animals. This practice shows a deep understanding of the local environment and the powerful properties of the plants within it. It's a fascinating example of how something so dangerous in nature can be harnessed as a tool for survival when handled with expert knowledge and extreme caution. Even today, people are exploring the potential uses of the sandbox tree, though its toxicity makes this a very delicate process. In some forms of traditional medicine, parts of the tree are used to treat various ailments. For example, the leaves have been used to create treatments for skin conditions like eczema, and extracts are being studied for their potential to help with issues like intestinal worms or even rheumatoid arthritis. The oil from the seeds, while toxic, has been used as a purgative and is also being investigated as a potential natural insecticide to protect crops from pests. From its role on an antique writing desk to its use in poison darts and modern medicinal research, the sandbox tree has a complex and fascinating relationship with humanity. It is a powerful reminder that things in nature are rarely just one thing. They are not simply good or bad. The dynamite tree is incredibly dangerous, but it is also a source of useful materials and potential scientific discoveries. Its unique place in both nature and human history makes it an unforgettable example of the wild, wonderful, and sometimes perilous world of plants, a true explosive marvel that continues to capture our curiosity.